Welcome back to another exciting episode from Saturday Night Gaming as we present Fangs in the Dark.
Woo.
And burning warehouses.
Yay! Wait.
Just the one burning
Oh,
warehouse.
that's right. Warehouse.
Yes.
We'll make it plural later. I mean,
The fire is not going to catch the next building.
no, they're too far apart. There's no coal dust or anything. Oh.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
No, they weren't
fine,
storing
guys.
oil
It's
or anything
fine.
that could help spread it.
There's a dog
fire.
having tea inside there right now.
This is fine.
But yes, thank you again for joining us as we present to you a very exciting session tonight. Yes, as the vampire families have met and come together in a very explosive fashion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say explosive.
It was a little explosive.
It was fiery. My
was-
eardrums are fine though, so I mean, I don't think it was very explosive.
There was oil all over the floor, and then
And then you lit me on fire.
barrels of oil around.
And then you lit me on fire.
I did not light you
Oh,
on fire.
you still didn't get
Jessica
your cloak.
was the one who
No,
fired the arrow.
that was probably part of
I'm
why.
pretty sure that he slipped and fell in the fire on his own, and nobody did that to him,
Twice.
except for the fact that he did not want to lead with us. He wanted to slip and slide on the oil.
That was before the fire, but twice.
And then you caught fire.
Yes.
Yes, that was a very interesting turn of the session last week.
They're already trying to kill me off. We didn't even get proper gameplay.
That and our resident vampire scientist, Monk, experimenting.
He has a lot of titles.
Yeah, he is the man of many names.
No, I'm not that character this
Ah.
time.
Oh, that's a different game?
That's a different character.
That's another name. Yes.
Well, let's go ahead, talking about names, let's go ahead and go around here and let's just introduce ourselves and our character name, who we're representing. And let's go from there.
My character's name is Mythos. He's a vampire that spent the last several centuries holed up in a monastery.
My name is Laura. I'm playing Calla Hostoria. She's the chamberlain for the Hostoria family. She's a bookkeeper and a diplomat. And also a vampire. There you go.
And also vampire.
That too.
You have many titles as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking at me now. I'm Kyle, and I nearly forgot to say my own name, but I will be playing Foxhawk Geldfrith, who is an alchemist and tinker / inventor, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. Oh, and vampire, in case you didn't figure it out from the rest of the group.
I'm the other Laura, and my character is Amber Godfrey, and obviously a vampire.
Yay, vampire.
Guess that's it. I don't know.
Yeah,
And it's you, yes.
my name's Tony Stevens. I'll be playing Fenton Malik, not a vampire, in case it wasn't obvious. Werewolf, skinwalker, protector of the prettiest vampire I know.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Valera. I'm a vampire from a long-standing and very old hunting family.
And she's also the prettiest vampire I know.
I was waiting
that
for that
wasn't
bit.
clear.
Just in case you didn't hear in the first
I was waiting for the introduction for her to be, hi, I am
the
character name
vampire.
here,
Yeah.
and I am the prettiest vampire he knows, and
Yeah.
I was so waiting for it.
I was waiting for it too. I guess she decided to be a little bit more humble.
She wanted to be independent with a companion. Wait.
Well, thank you for the introductions there. I am Scott. I will be the narrator for this lovely crew here. try
that
to
what we're
keep
calling ourselves now?
things on track.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with the crew. I don't know about the lovely bit.
Party. Well, I mean, you guys do throw quite a party with the flames.
Yeah, there were no fireworks, sadly.
People who hang out together.
People who, yes.
And share
People
their
who are
locks
in
of
the
hair.
same place simultaneously.
The autonomous collective.
That would come from the Tinkerer.
Hey. Hey.
Meanwhile, over here, he's like, yes, my subjects. My experiments.
Ah, yes. If I could kindly take a lock of hair from everybody. What? No.
But, yeah, so where we left off last week, after the warehouse caught fire, you were instructed by Suvernus Dragomir to meet him in the cemetery. He gave you specific instructions and where to find him after you went your separate ways. And, of course, to avoid being tailed as much as possible.
Yep.
So as you all went your separate ways, you went and fed, because it's been a long journey, and well, burnt bodies don't do very good for feeding you. So, you need
Too
something
crispy.
a little more nourishing than that. Yes. You should maybe change the setting on the toaster next time.
Yeah. I think we just left it in too long.
I said seared, not well done.
Just lightly seared.
Well, they're extra crispy.
They're extra crispy.
Somebody called the colonel. So, you are...
It just hit me.
If only you could see his face right now, everybody. Oh, yes. So, with that said, after you have completed your feeding and restored your vitality, you made your way to the cemetery as instructed. And what you find is a nice little secret entrance over a crumbled tombstone. Or more like under, but. And where this leads is actually right below the family crypt.
Whose family?
Dragomir. And when you arrive here, you see that he has, well, quite the operation going on. Turns out that you're not the only ones that are helping him out. He has a small little crew. And by small, I mean just a few other extra people, including
Maybe
you.
half a dozen or so.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Most of them look like lackeys.
Yeah, understandably.
You know, they're not pulling any kind of muscle or anything like that.
Non-important.
Quick question. Would my inherited memories have, like, an image of him to confirm that he is who he's claiming to be? Since I'm still skeptical about making sure that he is who he says he is and everything.
Well, as far as image goes, probably not. Because he was taken at a young age.
Okay.
However, by reputation and by everything that he's been speaking of, then yes.
So he
you're
matches
confirming
description and he's matching personality, basically.
it. Right. And the facts are matching up to the history.
Okay.
So,
Understand him. Just want to make sure.
yes. Now, of course, he doesn't have much here, but you will find that out in just a moment. So you all have arrived. And as you do, you notice he has a nice little table kind of in the center there, and he's got this map all laid out. All right, and he's sitting there looking at the map, and as he's looking at the map, he glances up when his other lackeys, they all look and they see all of you arrive.
Do we, like, arrive
At
at the
different
same
points.
time? I was just going to say.
So you guys kind of arrive. You arrive at different times, but it's kind of like one after another. So like maybe a minute or so after one arrives, the next one arrives. You know,
Yeah,
just
it's
kind
not
of staggered.
it's not too spread apart.
Right. It's not too spread. It's not like 30 minutes to an hour, but it's pretty close. Okay. And as that happens, he looks up and he sees all of you, and you see he is happy. He says, "Welcome. You have arrived safely, I take it." You did not have any problems?
I seem to be in one piece.
Yeah. Still need to get a new cloak, but
You don't even have blood on
otherwise
you.
good.
No, not a scratch.
Everybody else has some blood on
Has
him.
he had a chance to take a shower yet? Because last time I met him, he was extremely stinky.
Well, down here it smells like death, so...
He fits right in.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're pretty used to that, aren't we?
You guys are in the cemetery.
So this is our home? This smelly place is our home?
I mean,
Yes.
gets some air freshener.
It smells like a cistern.
You get used to it after a while.
Speak for yourself.
So he sees everybody else. And he says, you see our operation? We do not have much yet. But we are working on that. Come. Look at what we have.
This feels like a Thieves Guild quest line. I can't get over it.
It's similar.
Yeah.
So he shows you around, and he has a few things. He's got the supplies, and he has a workshop. You know, where you guys can perform, where you need to perform your tinkering. He has some vials and stuff already set up for you.
I'm already over there, like, poking about.
As he shows you this,
I'm
by the
going,
way, Foxhawk.
You did really want me to help. Huh.
Specialty
We could work something
order.
out. We could work something out.
I'm aware of your reputation. I know you like to tinker with chemicals.
Absolutely.
I may not understand them as much as you do,
Not many do.
but poor Bruce over there.
Oh, is he the one with the bandages?
Nah, he's a skeleton.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about the guy standing next to the skeleton. Okay.
Sup, Bruce?
And then he goes to you and says, Madam,
Sir.
I am well aware of your calculating capabilities. It would be very useful in our strategy. So he goes and he shows you over to where the map is. And there's also a research station for you.
Oh, I get one too.
Yes.
What's there?
Well, right now, books.
What kind of books?
I was able to reclaim some of our family heirlooms. And I have them here for you. Details of our family history, history of Wachovia. Anyone that lives here would know this, but for outsiders,
Okay.
it may give you some more information you can use.
I'm going to add the books to my...
You get to your inventory, yeah. And of course, he brings everybody back to the table, and he shows you kind of the map, you know, of the city that he has going on, and he's got different markers and everything set up. As he does that, he's showing you just different parts.
He's showing me parts.
He's showing you parts.
Consensually.
No, not those kind of parts.
You never know.
He's showing us parts down.
So he looks directly at you. And he says, as you can see, this is our map, our intended targets. From our scouting, we have determined if we were to take these areas, we would essentially render my father's power useless. The objective is to strip the city of as much power as possible from him and bring it to us. Then, and only then, will I be able to actually gain his attention long enough so that maybe he can see the error of his ways.
And then once you're in charge or have control over him, you will allow vampire kind to be known without fear.
I have no desire for the throne. I only want my father to see, to understand, so he himself can make it known to our people, to fight back against these invaders, to get them out of our country. They do not belong here. He has been too open to allow others in. However, in doing so, I will steadily convince him to allow your kind to remain here, and also in secret. He does not need to know all the information, he just needs to know enough.
But wouldn't someone in charge need to know?
With me restored as prince, I will be that person.
And then what becomes of us after you are no more?
Whatever you wish to do. You could stay here, you could leave.
Forgive me, but your life is but a fraction of ours. Like, this is all for nothing unless we can have an existence outside of 100 years.
Well, having a foothold in this country, you could establish that yourself. I believe that's the goal of your families. This is just the beginning.
Okay.
I'm sure centuries from now, it will be much different than it is today. Vampire
Undoubtedly.
kind itself.
You know what they say, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
And then the more they change again.
And he looks over at you, Foxhawk. And he says, "You look as if you have a question for me. I could tell you were resistant the first time we met.
Yeah.
What is on your mind?"
Well, you see. I have to remember what it was exactly.
You were brooding in the corner.
Yes, you're asking us to do all this for you, but what exactly can you do in return other than what you've currently stated? Because you're asking a lot from us to basically take over an entire, capital, is it not?
Yes. With my assistance.
Yes, but you're asking us to take over the capital for you from the shadows, but not offering too much in return.
Well, individually, I'm sure your families will be, compensated in their various ways. Whether it be influence, money, or in your case, information. I know what you seek.
Ah,
And I have information on it.
sounds very intriguing.
Information that is only kept here in Wachovia, that only the royals have access to.
Sounds very intriguing.
You help me, and this information is yours.
Sounds good to me. But you better make sure you actually deliver.
I would like copies of all of the information for my books. Thank you. Any and all information passed among any of the hands in this room. I would like a copy of it. Thank you.
We'll see. We'll see. We have to develop a relationship first.
I
Not
can
that
see her
type.
now. She's gonna be looking over your shoulders. Your performing experience. What does that do?
Yeah, I can see her now. It's like I'm trying to steadily pour a perfect amount of liquid, and she's like, "What's that?"
What's that do? What's you
Don't
trying
think
there?
about me.
Is it supposed to turn that color?
Well, yes and no. It's a little bit too deep. But
Whose blood is that?
Is that fresh blood? That doesn't look fresh enough. What? Oh no.
it's finely aged. Come on.
Is that Steve? Where's Steve? Steve? Yes, I can see you doing that. But anyways, back to this. Yes, so that is what he can offer you. Obviously, each of you can offer you different things respective to your families. Everybody is different in what they require.
Yes.
So, anyhow, he shows you this. And he says, we have 3 areas of interest currently. Now, whichever direction you would like to take, it's up to you. I already have my own agents working on one area. They're assisting as well. The more influence we have, the better this will be. So the 3 areas that we could use some help. The first one is one of our old colleagues, who we call the Loyal Fence. His name is Remus Funar. He's a very well-respected black market dealer. We could use his skill set, especially when we start acquiring some goods. However, he's having a bit of an issue. There's a certain group of local criminals who have been giving him a hard time. And he's not the physical type. He could use some assistance. So if you could seek him out, he'll be able to give you more information. And if you could persuade these criminals to go elsewhere, however which way you would like to do that, I'm sure he'll be most grateful to our cause.
Understandable.
We also have 3 critical locations throughout the city. These locations will serve as drop-off points for when we need to pass along sensitive information or goods. Unfortunately, the invaders, the Dozman, have secured these points. Now, they don't understand what we plan to use with these, but they are in our way. They need to be removed. Once they're removed, the order will take care of making sure they don't return. And then lastly, we can use help with our informants. We have 2 informants that have been very loyal to me, passing me information on my father and his movements. However, they were found out.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they slipped up. The nobleman Anton Ragar is set to meet with my father and to expose them. I would rather this not happen. They have been loyal, and if we can protect their identity, there's much more information we could glean from them. But these are the 3 areas of interest currently. So whichever you would like to choose and pursue first, we'll be most grateful for our cause.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
And as you guys can see from the roadmap there,
Yep.
you can see how they intersect and everything. If you want to pass it around, you can.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to come to a vote and decide, feel free to.
Yeah. So the 3 that you described there were the Loyal Fence, the Covert Drops, and the Informants, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. I'm assuming in that order as well.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I wasn't sure.
I think so, because you literally named it Loyal Fence on the first one, and the last one was Informants. So. Okay.
The first thing that I notice is connected to the informants is the infirmary, and I always like the ability to heal.
Yeah. I wasn't even looking too much at that. I was more looking at our like what could potentially help us the most in the current situation. How exactly are we on like the monetary funds, I suppose.
Well, currently you guys don't really have any coin flowing through, and you can use
Nothing
more
really
coin.
to our name.
But as you guys perform more and more of these operations, you gain more coin.
Okay.
For yourselves and also for the crew.
Yeah, understandable.
And coin will be needed to increase your tier.
Mm.
For the crew.
Yeah. I know...
Wouldn't I have just a little bit of coin and that money is my job?
Probably not
You back at home.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably not allowed.
You know, currency exchange and all that.
It's a weird ratio right now. You don't want to, risk it with how suddenly just spiked.
Yes.
You don't want it to drop back down and suddenly be poor when you convert it back or anything,
So what does Fenton and Valera think?
I want to tell Dragomir very simply, look, boy, you need to take more pride in yourself. Take a shower. And that's all I have to say. Anything my lady decides is what I'll do. If she's on your side, then you have my sword. Or axe, really, is rather what I have.
You have my claw.
Whatever you want to do.
And my axe.
But seriously, take some pride in yourself. Clean your clothes. Wash your face. I'm an animal more better than you do.
What is the group consensus on? I mean, I'm assuming we're helping him. That's why we're here. That's why
Yeah.
our family sent us here.
I'm pretty sure all of us are helping him at this point, unless you just for some reason don't want to help him. He's got information I want now, so I'm helping.
Foxhawk is interested now.
I am very interested.
I'm no longer brooding.
I would like that information. I'm still brooding, just not over that.
So,
What about the Godfrey family? What do you think?
Scores. So, are scores just money?
I don't know.
Let's say
Or
they
maybe
are.
it's more info.
When it says scores,
could
it's
be.
like our different missions.
Yeah.
So it could lead to money or more information. Whereas
Yeah.
these two lead to money.
The way I'm seeing informants is basically, I assume to make sure I'm actually assuming this correctly. Before we actually go on the score, we can make a roll to gather information to see what difficulties we might come up against
And
doing
this helps
said
that.
score.
I would go with
If you don't
informants.
already have that information yet.
I would do informants. before
Most
I
of the
do
time,
anything.
if you're kind of like right around where you are in the center there, and you're just connecting,
Yeah.
you already have the information. But if you're trying to go across the map there,
Yeah.
you'll have to do some gathering to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, that's what we gather information's for. You can do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking informants would probably be
Yeah.
one of the better starting ones, just because then we have the access to better information starting out
I agree.
for later on things. But we are also poor, so I would not be against doing something like the covert drops or even the loyal fence. The loyal fence would probably be something not too hard, considering it's could potentially be combat based in the sense that beating them off of him. That sounds wrong. Beating them
Wow.
away from him. There we go. That's kind of what I have in mind is between those two, though I'm leaning towards informants, though
I am too.
I'm
and
not-
I think John is too.
yeah,
so.
I'm not the decision maker here. It's kind of a group effort, so
So which one are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning
Foxhawk.
towards informants.
Informants.
That one sounds good to me.
Sounds good to
Yeah, we have
Amber.
3 for informants, and then Laura says she'll.
What are you two thinking
that,
over
so-
there?
Fenton is with
Fenton is
Valera.
going to do whatever Valera says. So, what do you think, Valera?
Yeah, that's fine. Informant sounds good.
Okay, sounds like fine.
All right.
So yeah, a pretty simple decision. We want to go keep those informants anonymous.
This sounds great. Anton is arriving in town tonight, actually.
Anton being the noble that was going to expose them.
That is correct.
Okay.
And he will have guards.
How do we want to go about this?
You'll be traveling through the city. I was starting at the south gate. And of course, his destination is going to be the keep. Once he's inside there, you have a more difficult time getting to him due to my father's soldiers.
Yeah, of course.
Can we, like, the keep is just an inn somewhere, right? What is
What?
the keep?
The keep is the castle.
Oh, it's the castle.
Yeah.
What else would it be?
So, like, we can't just go into the castle and wait
No.
for him. We would have to get to him before he got to the castle.
I mean, you
That would-
could if you wanted to.
We could try to sneak into the keep, but that sounds like a horrible idea.
Well, it sounds like a lot of
I
extra
could try
work.
to finesse my way into the
That does not sound like a great idea anyways. All it takes is one guard going, oh, hey, look, people that aren't supposed to be here. Guards!
The keep just does not sound like a great idea, guys.
I think we should probably get to him before he gets
Yeah.
to the keep.
Was that warehouse on fire,
I could
guys?
consort with them with my
I
fancy
do-
clothes.
I do honestly think that, like,
My forged papers.
even if we got to him while he's in the keep, that's super risky in so many different ways that it's probably better to get
All of a
him.
sudden, your heat just...
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that wanted level that we were trying to keep down? Yeah, it's not down anymore. But no, probably... I don't know if...
Sometimes you got to burn stuff down. That's just how things go.
Oh, just set the keep on fire. Then where's it going to go?
That is the opposite of what I would like to do here. Sometimes, yes, you need to burn things
You're the
down.
only one sticking around on oil inside the fire. The rest of us will find we can burn plenty down and have fun doing it.
Hey, I was
Yeah, my lady-
practicing my balance, okay? Just not very well.
All right. So, he used that information. He does keep a light guard. He doesn't when he travels, unless he
Understandable.
anticipates problems. But being here in the capital city, he's keeping a light guard.
Yeah. I still don't think that we should go and, like, directly attack him or anything. At least not out in the open. Do we know his route specifically or anything?
He's just taking the main road through the city.
Okay. So,
yes.
So,
bit difficult to do it covertly.
right, yeah, he's just keeping the main public road, just going to the keep, not making any side turns.
We do...
Unless they have to make a detour.
Yeah, we do have the option of blocking his path and forcing him down a side road,
That is a good idea.
which could then very easily get him in a dark alleyway.
What is he traveling in?
Carriage?
Just a carriage and some guards?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
correct.
So they would either have to get
Yeah.
out to remove the obstruction at best, which would give us an opportunity, or be diverted.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think diverting them down an alleyway and then stopping them in the alleyway in some form or another would be our best
That's
bet.
a good idea.
And then having someone who's good at, we'll call it persuasion, work their
Commanding.
wonders. Yeah. We got two of them. What? We got two different options. But yeah, it's however you guys want to do it, but I think that's probably along the lines of our best option.
What do you think, Valera?
Hold on, she's muted.
I have no idea what I'm saying right now, so
I heard the scientist talking a lot about his gloves and what he thinks, but he droned on and I fell asleep.
All right, go ahead, Foxhawk.
Can you guys, like, you I can't speak.
That's probably the issue.
Oh yeah, no, I can't. Can you guys hear me better now?
His social skills.
Now that
I
I'm...
trust the lady with the pink hair.
What about me?
I trust you.
Woo! Point for me.
She likes paperwork. People with paperwork usually don't lie about stuff.
Is he
I
calling me
knew
a
a
liar?
lady named Karen once. She was a lot like you.
Did you just call me a Karen?
I think you did.
He just called,
he just called
he
you
just called me
Karen.
a Karen.
he's really pleased with himself for saying that.
I see that.
All right. All right,
So what are we
so
deciding right now?
We're trying to figure out the best option for convincing, we'll say, this this nobleman to not expose our potential informants?
Well, you have a couple of strengths within your group. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a couple issues as well you got to deal with. One, he's guarded. He's been traveling through the city, so you got to figure out a way to prevent him from getting to the keep. Okay. Two, once you do that, you got to figure out a way to get past the guards or take care of them. And then three, find a way to convince him somehow, some way that he's making the wrong choice.
Who else do we have that's a good fighter out of our group?
Let's see. Can I find what is?
Do we have to fight our way in?
We don't have to,
Yeah,
but
some skirmish
just
ability.
in case is what I'm worrying
as a backup.
about.
I
Because
have,
again, he has guards.
I have finesse, which I guess I
Is
can
he
use for
human?
fencing.
I have
He is a
finesse,
human
too.
noble, yes.
Can we seduce our way in? We have two pretty seductive characters in this group.
What if I turn into a wolf and make him feel bad for me,
That's not seductive.
and then he wants to take me in and feed me? So he's hunting wolf. I act hungry.
I'm not sure he's that type of person. I might be wrong, who knows?
I'm not seducing him,
Just a woman and her pet wolf.
but everybody likes to have a pet.
He's like an injured dog on the road. Like a Maine dog.
Like, I'm... That would be a decent idea, is still lead him down an alleyway, or force him down an alleyway by blocking the road somehow, which I could probably do by, quote, accidentally setting off an explosive and having someone else pretend, like, I don't know. I'm thinking two of us...
He could wreck stuff too.
That's true, yeah.
You offering to blow me up?
No, I'm not trying to blow him up. I'm trying to
think
say, like, I could safely detonate an explosive in the middle of a street to cause a partial commotion, but make it staged so it looks like someone accidentally dropped something and we're having to clean up the mess, which is why we're diverting traffic.
I was just thinking to put a big tree in the way, but
Laura just try to seduce him into an alleyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like we can get him down the alleyway and then someone could seduce their way into his carriage.
So we
and-
have to get him down the alleyway first.
Yeah, it's better not to do it in broad daylight, just in my opinion.
Or moonlight.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
moonlight,
like
yeah.
daylight? Well, I don't think we're doing anything in daylight.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
Troop of vampires? I don't know about that.
no, but I just think it would be
Yeah,
better to
you
get
walk
him
up.
out of the way of like the public eye as much as possible first, just in case something does happen bad. Something bad does happen. I can't form
Does happen bad.
sentences.
We,
That
we don't
works.
want something to happen bad, you know? That sounds
Hey, I corrected
ungood.
myself. If you guys want to do it in the main street, I'm fine with trying that, but I
No,
just
you-
think it would be better to lead him down an alleyway
Yeah,
first.
you've got a point. So I guess
how-
Everybody in agreement to that?
Yeah, how do we lead him down the alley?
That's what I was saying, is I could play the clumsy assistant or something and be carrying, say, some box and accidentally trip and drop it and set off a controlled
Or a cart.
explosive. The cart would work too. Just something to cause a commotion to...
The cart's wheel
Force.
breaks.
Yeah, cartwheel could break.
Now, hold on. I understand that you want to blow something up. Like, you're really keen on the
just a
idea
small
of blowing
explosion.
something up, whether it's one of us or a box or whatever, safely detonating, whatever you want to call it. But I'm pretty sure a human nobleman, like the lady said, would be easily convinced and swayed by the words of, I don't know, a really wet redhead or a really mean pink-haired lady. Seducing him seems like a good idea,
No, I agree with that.
and then
I'm
they
just...
can use their mind tricks
what if he's
to tell
gay?
them what to do.
If he's gay, I'm not equipped for that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what was that, Tony? That last bit?
I'm not always mean though. Why am I now the mean pink-haired lady?
Well, whatever blow up whatever you want.
Well, no, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying,
a
is
drive
the
show up
explosion
with-
wouldn't be the explosion wouldn't be against him. It would be to help block the main road to force him down an alley.
I mean, does it have to be an explosion?
It
though?
doesn't have to be an
Like-
explosion. Just something to block it off. And I was,
Can't you just like knock over a cabbage cart or something?
Enthrall or dominate him
Oh,
and
true.
lead him down the alley?
yeah, but if he's in the carriage, well, no, you could enthrall or dominate his carriage driver. That is a good point. I don't know your guys' ability sets. See?
He's like, I'm just a tinkerer.
I'm just a tinker. I just want to play.
I just tinker with stuff.
Well, you
No,
know
but
my
that
abilities
could be an
because
option.
I used my ability on him. So
If you guys are capable of doing that,
You're
then-
very calculating.
I
is
am
what
very
you are.
calculating.
Well,
So,
the carriage isn't going to fit down an alley. So maybe you can blow something up to stop the carriage from moving. Maybe I could eat one of the horses.
he gets hungry too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't just suck on people. I eat them whole. That's,
So can we
Way
drain the
worse
blood
than
from
should have.
something and then you can eat it? Does that work? It's still meat, right?
yeah.
If anything, it's preserved at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do that, yeah.
There you go. Mutually beneficial relationship.
That's probably what they do.
Yeah.
They feed together.
Yeah. It's bonding.
Those
Not
who
to be
feed
confused with
together,
anything else.
Something together.
What?
It's like those who feed together
Stay
do
together?
Something together. I don't know.
was
what
gonna say
what
fight
rhymes
together.
Those
with
who feed
feed?
together bond together.
There you go.
Hey. You guys are like two atoms of oxygen.
Those who slay together stay together.
Oh, that too.
All right. So I think you guys have come up with a plan. Yes? No?
I'm good with that. If you guys think you can enthrall the carriage driver down an alley, and then seduce your way in to, quote, convince him that he shouldn't expose them.
I won't be mean to him. How's that?
again, can the carriage fit down the alley, or can we just get the guy out of the carriage and take him into the alley, rough him up a bit?
Do you want to drag a nobleman
that's
out
all
of a
we can
carriage on a
do,
main
right?
road?
Well, I mean, Fenton could stay in the alley, and you guys could have to.
Or if someone can get the carriage driver into the alley, someone
Yeah.
else can go into the carriage
Yeah.
while that guy's distracted.
Preferably somebody not hot, not foxhawk.
No, I just blow him up.
Don't want the carriage to blow up.
No. We don't want him to blow up. I'm not trying to blow him up at all.
Break his leg, maybe.
I'll leave that to you.
All right. So let's go ahead and move forward here to the action.
Okay.
So
we've
I'm
talked
going to
about
ask you your placements, essentially. All right. So you have the nobleman. As he enters into the city, he's spotted. Okay. You guys have already spotted him entering the city with his carriage and his light guard.
Does he know we're vampires? Is he a vampire? Who is vampires in this situation?
I think we're the only vampires.
Are we the only
I think he's
vampires?
human.
Yeah.
So if he sees us, is he going to know we're vampires? Are we recognizable?
Maybe
Probably
not.
not.
Depends on how you show him.
If we're trying to say, hey, we're vampires, yeah, he'll know. But if we're like, no, I'm
Trying
totally
to
just
bite
human.
his neck
Is
and
he-
feed on him, yes.
Is he familiar with like
Oh, yeah.
vampire families
yeah.
and stuff?
Well, maybe not families, but the lore of the stories.
So
of
just like in
vampires.
general, not
Yeah.
like
knows
particular
the-
people or groups.
He knows the stories.
That you
but-
know of, yeah. I mean, you don't know anything else beyond
Probably
what
don't
you're
have
told
any-
by
any
Guardian
more
here,
intel.
so.
To our knowledge, he does
He's
not
seen the
know that
movie,
we're vampires.
he
Right.
knows what's going on.
I'm trying to decide what all I would need to take for this.
Yeah, so go ahead and look at your loadout real quick.
Like nobody here would recognize me.
See if you need to change anything in your loadout.
I didn't have anything marked previously anyways.
What does that mean?
Like the stuff that we said we brought with us.
Yeah, stuff you brought with you. Wait, yeah?
No, it looks like I'm good carrying an axe.
Yeah.
I've got my sword. I've got my fancy clothes. I also have poison. Guess I'm not using that right now, but
Yeah, I'm bringing, well, I'll bring some alchemical ingredients as well, just in case.
I have subterfuge supplies.
So, Fenton, you just got your axe, your gauntlet, your medium armor, your talisman.
Yeah, my loadouts I'm going to keep, and of course my vials of goodies that I carry in my belt pouch. just in case I need them.
Yep.
It's not a fanny pack, it's a belt pouch. It's a utility leather pouch. Does not go above my fanny.
All right.
Trying to decide, is there anything else that I really need to bring?
All right. Everybody else, just check your loadouts real quick.
Would you say
Make
that
sure you mark off what you're going to be bringing.
So what exactly are we trying to convince this guy to do?
to not expose our
The
potential
informants.
informants?
To the end that...
Or just kill him.
Like, what is
That
his
sounds like a bad idea.
motivation to not
Why?
to
'Cause
do
he's
or not
noble?
do that?
To gain favor with
What
the
if
king.
we kill
He's a
him?
Do you
nobleman.
want to gain heat?
I mean, if he was to bring to the king and say, "Hey,
But
it's,
then
I
we take
have
his
these
face
two
off, and we put it on one of
individuals
us.
that have betrayed you. I'm
then
willing
they use
to
glam
give them to you." And
to,
of
like,
course, the king will
What if
reward
we
him.
cut his face off and then stitched it onto one of your faces, and then you just lived your life as him?
That's literally
what
what
I
he
just
was
said.
saying over there.
He was just listening.
Leatherface.
Face.
I'm
Off?
against that. Partially because ew.
Just, like face off.
Yeah, face off.
The monk doesn't look like he has a face. Maybe we can stitch this guy's face onto the monk's face.
I am worried. Would you say that just a standard cloak would be standard clothing, or would I need
Yeah.
specific?
Standard clothing.
Okay.
Unless it's a special cloak.
Well, I mean, I have heavy cloak written down here, but I don't know.
All right, everybody else
what
good on their
particulars are.
loadouts?
Yeah, I think that'd be
So I
good.
really didn't bring too much.
I guess that means I have a cloak too, that I don't have to walk around in my fancy dress if I don't want to.
You don't always have to walk around with your fancy dress now.
I
I'm
mean,
still
if
wearing
we're
it
trying
underneath
to,
the cloak.
if we're
but-
still trying to convince him with your seductive techniques, then fancy clothes would help. But
That was my next question: is who's going to be consorting with this man?
no, I'm not.
I have 2 points in consort, and I have my fancy clothes.
Well, he
Maybe
mentioned a
that'll
red
help.
head and a pink head.
Yeah. But he also called me mean, so I don't know if I'm trying to be mean to
I
the
think
guy.
that Laura has dominate, and she has pretty high points in whatever consort or command or whatever it is.
Yes.
Two
Both.
man, dominant, one in
I have
consort.
enthrall, and I think I also have consort. But I'm not sure what kind of numbers I have compared to Laura or whoever else.
I think we're...
Yeah, you have one in consort.
So are we trying to
And then I
command
have
the
special
carriage driver?
ability. My special ability
then
is
enthrall
enthrall, but I'm
them?
not sure what's going to be the most useful.
Well, I mean, your character is also a ranged character. So you could keep back kind of maybe like on the rooftops in case backup is needed.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I also have a friend who's a nobleman. I don't know if that's going to help us out at all. His wife doesn't like me, but he really likes me.
I have a
That
friend who's a lord.
Could
I
help.
don't like you.
I mean, that could help with your consorting. You know, you could name drop. And obviously give more information about the noble. You know, when you're name dropping. Showing that you do know this person.
Okay.
And I haven't eaten them yet.
I'm assuming it's not this guy, but it could be like someone else that this guy would know.
Someone that he knows. Maybe they're not even from Wachovia, but still, it's, you know, they're pretty aware of other nobles from other countries, you know.
Okay.
After all, he probably doesn't
He
have
has
it.
So
a,
as of right now, we're going to be on the roof nearby.
Hey, I could forge
Yes.
some documents
Well,
to help
you can, yeah, that
convince
sounds
this
good.
guy that
If
somebody is backing us.
if Fenton wants to hang out in the alley, he could, you know, near you.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll probably be close to her.
Right.
Sounds good.
I don't know how he would do with heights.
Really heights if you can jump down and not get hurt.
All right, so that's where you guys are kind of positioned at for pretty much backup, in case something goes wrong.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, and Amber, she's positioned. I'm guessing you're doing all the social.
Sure.
So how are you going to approach the carriage? Are you going to approach it with documents? Are you going to cause a distraction?
I mean, they seem to be very against causing a distraction, so...
Well,
Not
maybe
against
it is
causing a distraction, but maybe an
Maybe-
explosion.
Yeah, I would say maybe
that's what I'm
a
saying, a
distraction that
small-
goes boom is what.
Can't
we're
we just
kind of
push down
not.
a really big tree?
No, that's what I'm saying,
Like
just
it
a
was
small
old,
one,
it
like
fell in the road.
accidentally drop a box and
I
it
said
Or a
knock over
cart
a
or
cabbage
small
something like
noise.
that?
Yeah, we don't need to
people
explode
go,
things.
huh.
He
Let's
just
knock
wants to
over the
use his
cabbage cart.
chemical knowledge and mix stuff together.
I'm not saying any large-scale explosion. I'm not trying to blow the street up.
There's a big tree right next to where...
I'm just trying to pull Gandalf, okay?
You shall not pass. Oh, no, I broke a bile.
Fireworks.
Knock over the cabbage cart. This is what I keep saying.
My cabbages!
My cabbages! Thank you. I'm glad somebody got that reference.
That poor man. Cabbage corp.
I mean, he could also just walk around and go, bring out your dead.
Get him a wheelbarrow. Not dead.
Yeah, we could block it. Their path with
said
just a
he's
pile
not
of dead bodies.
I'm getting better.
That works
Okay.
too.
Yeah, you could block a path with dead bodies.
That sounds
But
like
where are
the
you going to
way
get the dead bodies
draw
from?
attention.
That
make
would,
them.
yeah, that would be.
You're gonna
no,
make them,
no,
okay.
No, that's
No, we're not doing that.
a quick way to make us wanted. Listen to that. No.
Hey, guys, we killed all these people, and we're using their corpses as a way to block your path.
All of a sudden, you guys are
Roadblock.
pulling a scene from 300. You got the wall of corpses.
No, I haven't seen that movie.
Me neither.
I'll show you that scene later.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's like, is that Jimmy? Poor Jimmy.
Let's knock over the cabbage cart.
Yes, knock over the cabbage cart. See.
You want to tinker with the cart without somebody knowing?
I could tinker with the wheel.
Oh, yeah, make it explode off.
All right, tinker away, sir.
No, we're
Explode.
trying not to do
jeez.
explosions.
Don't blow it up.
No explosion.
Well, maybe
be
if
a
he rolls
micro
poorly,
explosion.
he'll
At least
blow
you
it
have
up.
one person here that wants to help you with explosions.
I will take any one person allowing small explosions. Small
Okay.
controlled explosions.
Yeah,
You are
because then you can
trying
get
to
the timing
disable
just
a
right.
cart to basically divert the carriage, correct?
Yeah, basically, just in case. Absolutely.
Just making sure I understand
A
correctly.
small explosion could actually work in our benefit. Like, so,
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying. It's just
with a
this
small
one.
enough explosion, you could blow, like, a part of the cart up, like,
not-
just like the axle to where the wheel falls off and the cart is like...
Oh, that's what I was planning on tinkering
But
with.
the
Is
more
like,
important part would be that you could time the explosion for when you want, so that it happens
after 3
right
rotations
before.
of the wheel, so that way he's in the center of the street when it happens.
Yeah, something like that, or
Or he could just tinker with it right now and make it fall over.
Well, does it have to be an explosion? Could you time it
a
so that
micro
the chemical
explosion.
reaction between
Yeah, I
these
mean, I'm just
Yeah,
melting.
yeah,
things
yeah.
I'm
would
basically
actually
working on.
maybe it would just dissolve it instead
is-
of making it blow
Just
up.
do that too.
of metal or wood?
But see, if I said explosion, he might want to do it. So
Can it be a silent explosion?
it could be
Well,
a
I mean, it could just
microscopic
melt it.
explosion.
That's what I said.
That's-
You can
yeah,
just
I mean,
dissolve
like-
it.
I'm just giving.
Are you helping
options.
him over here?
It's a silent but deadly explosion.
Yeah, I'm basically just trying to like melt the axle near one of the wheels, so that way that wheel will completely fall off.
There you go.
But
Okay.
only after it makes like 3 or 4
Are you going
rotations.
to assist him?
Huh? Well, no one wanted to do my tree idea, so
I don't know how we would get a tree.
Are there even any trees in this town?
Yeah,
this
there's
is
tons
the
of
capital
trees.
city.
There's tons of trees. This is
There's
the
tons of
city
trees,
of
but none of them in the middle of the road.
Okay, so he's giving me pointers on how to do this.
Am I getting another
So
die?
get an extra die.
I can help. Let me look at my book to see if there's anything cool in there.
Oh dear.
Let's see. I guess I have to roll to see if there's anything cool in there.
I guess you don't have to roll the.
Oh,
you're
that is
assisting.
3
Oh, okay.
sixes out of the 4 dice.
Whoa!
Whoa, nice.
Whoa. We've got a
So
pro.
he succeeds, right?
No, I completely
He
failed somehow.
succeeded.
So exactly, whatever he wants to happen, happened.
Yeah, not only does he want to happen, he gets an extra effect out of it too. Which we'll
Yeah.
get to that in a moment. So you tinker with the wagon wheel. Okay. Without the person knowing.
Nope. He has no idea his wheel's going to fall off as soon
Nope.
as he gets into the middle of the
So
street.
the merchant's sitting there pushing his cart as the carriage is rolling up. And all of a sudden the cart falls apart.
I just imagine it completely like piece by piece.
It just poof.
What?
All the watermelon goes everywhere.
No, my watermelons.
Squish everywhere.
Cabbages.
I instantly run over and go, "Oh man, what happened?" And I'm trying to help him clean it up, and in the process of helping clean it up, accidentally getting in the way more.
Yeah, slip on some watermelon. Ah!
Not again!
Make more of a mess.
Again, I'm helping,
Yes.
just not the way he thinks I'm helping.
So meanwhile, the its whole thing is blocked off. They can't proceed through. Yeah, because it's just a huge mess right now. Good job.
Yay!
We did it.
All right, so they're being diverted through the alley, and this is where you two await. Correct?
So,
You have the driver, you have the carriage, you've got the guardsmen are on their horses behind them. So
okay.
it's pretty much at this point you got actually you got 2 and 2. You got 2 horses in front with 2 guardsmen, 2 horses in back with 2 guardsmen, and then you've got the carriage and the driver in the
Is
middle.
there anyone in the carriage with him, or is he the only one in the carriage?
As far as you guys know, with your intel, he's the only one in there.
So it's an opaque carriage, the no way seeing through, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So until we get in there, we don't know
Correct.
for certain, other than what our info said.
Can we smell him with our vampire powers?
Well, one person could smell him if he wants
the
to
werewolf?
attempt it. Because he can smell when people stink.
Yeah, you can.
So he could possibly smell if there's more than one stinking
Yes.
person in there?
He could potentially see how many people are in there.
Is he even there?
How do you know if he's
I
on
don't know, where'd he go?
I don't know where he went.
Tony! Oh, he's there.
Hey, Fenton.
Can they even hear us?
I don't know. I think they're on mute.
They're on mute.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Fenton can go ahead and make a roll here to see if he can sense anything with his smell. He could do a survey.
To see if there's more than one person in the carriage.
Use your sniffer. Smell the carriage out.
Because right, 4, all right, because you got Valera and him are right above on the roof. All right, 4.
I smell horse manure
Yeah, you do.
You
and
do.
watermelons.
Watermelons.
He knocked it down.
All right, so
And watermelons and horse manure.
Watermelon and horse manure.
yes, you are able to smell and detect every one of them. You got the guards, you've got the driver, and you've got one person that's inside the carriage.
So there's no one in the carriage with him.
No, there's no one in the carriage with him. However, one of the guards stops up front. He tells everyone to stop as he looks up because he sees what looks like, dirt, falling from the roof down to the ground. Caught his attention, so he looks up in the direction of where Fenton was. He didn't see Fenton that you know of,
But he's looking up there.
but he's looking up that direction.
I'm still like in the vicinity, but I'm not in the alleyway or anything.
Yeah,
I
you're
just-
probably looking
Yeah,
at
you're
the
right there with
alleyway
him.
me.
Yeah, I'm on the street,
Yeah.
helping you pick up watermelon.
Exactly.
But
We-
keeping like
So,
Yeah.
a sense on things.
you too? Pink and red?
Okay.
Pink and red.
Come on, Rangers.
No, the ranger's on the roof.
Oh, okay.
She's the White Ranger.
What is he then?
Alright, so what do you two do? You're in the alley, you see them stop, come to a full stop.
I guess we need to say or do something involving the guards so that they don't freak out and attack us.
Yeah, as I say,
Yeah. That's part of why I
or
wanted to
maybe
get him in and
one
out
of us
first.
get the driver to relay to the guards that everything's okay.
Now, right now you guys are hidden in the alley there, and you can come out of hiding. You
not
can come at any point. Come in front of the guards, behind the guards, right there at the carriage, whatever point you want to.
Yeah. I'm not exactly there to give my advice.
Nope. It's all up to you two, ladies.
My approach would probably be like, what I was saying was that I could have some documents that I had forged, that maybe I had some kind of like a letter from a noble or something.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Maybe even the noble that she's friends with, since she would kind of know what he would say.
Mm-hmm.
An excuse to talk to him, basically.
Yeah, an
is what you're
excuse to
saying.
talk to him.
Okay.
So yeah, I could be like, I could go up to the cards and be like, I have such and such.
Go ahead and make the roll.
Okay.
It's your consorting.
I'm consorting.
You're consorting.
Ooh, do I get bonuses for having fancy clothes that make me look like I'm of a noble family? These clothes have to do something because they're taking up room in my inventory.
Hey, you're the one that picked him up.
You are the one that picked them up.
I know, but that was on the list.
I'll tell you what. Because of that, I will give you a little bit of a bonus.
Yay!
Okay. You start from the controlled position,
Okay.
which is the highest position you can start from.
Okay. All right.
That way, if you do screw up, you still get a second chance.
Okay. Let's give this a try. Hope this works. I'm gonna be sad if this doesn't work.
I'll be sad if it doesn't work twice.
Got a 5.
So, you go up to the guards. And what do you say?
Remind me of this guy's name. I definitely
Anton.
know it. Anton. Also, it starts with
Anton
an A.
Ragar.
Is it Sir Anton Ragar? Okay.
He's a nobleman.
I would basically go up to them and I would say, I am from, whatever her noble friend's family is, and I have urgent information for Sir Anton. And I showed them the letter. It's got the seal on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he says, "Halt! What are you blabbering about? We are here on specific business."
I have urgent information in regards to that business.
All right, make another roll.
Yeah, okay. Rolling consort again?
Same thing again. Mm-hmm.
You're making friends.
And this time you do it from a risky position.
Oh, great.
What'd you roll?
What was that?
What's that face?
Is that a sad face?
Did you roll 2 ones? That's
Oh,
a yes.
God.
Oh, no.
You rolled 2 ones? Oh, gosh.
It's horrible.
I like how I can guess that from the face alone.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna cry. No, it'll be okay.
This is so bad.
Hey, I did it last week.
I got all dressed up for
I
this.
didn't even have the tower.
So what you're saying is this moves down another?
Yes.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, you don't make any progress on that at all, and you're actually irritating the guard at this point. He looks at you and says, "Lady, you just step aside."
I want to talk to your manager.
Okay, Karen.
Oh, you are.
She's going Karen mode.
She's actually owning the Karen.
We should make that a special ability for your character, Karen mode.
Special ability, talk to the manager. What was that, Tony?
Oh.
Cry of Karen. like a screech that can drown out all your reason and logic.
Jeez. All right. You can try it one more time from the desperate position.
Ooh, you're gaining experience for that.
You will get
Yeah.
experience, but this can go horribly wrong if
You
you
better
do that
not fail.
again.
I will try.
Use
To
two
fail
different
or not to
dice.
fail?
I will assist you with watermelons over here if you succeed.
Oh god, here we go.
He's over here with his watermelon and sugar.
Hey, it's good.
6.
Yay!
Yeah!
Can't reach from there.
It's close enough.
Congrats. You're back in the game.
You're about to get hit.
Almost there, convincing the guards.
Okay.
So you brought the situation back, right? So as you got firm with the guard, he says,
Into Karen
"Lady,
mode.
what do you need to get out of our way?"
I guess me and what? Should I say me and my associate need to speak with the noble? Do you
Sure.
want to join as well?
That sounds good.
Do you want to
Back
join?
up.
Would you like to join?
We need some private time. Oh, not we're not doing that? Oh.
I don't know.
I
Are you
misunderstood.
doing that? I don't know what you're doing.
I missed the
What are your abilities exactly?
Dominate.
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 Oh, you were doing that.
Oh, okay.
So what's the rating on this again?
So we both secretly go, or not secretly, we both go into the carriage alone with the...
Is that what you're going to try for?
I think that's what we're gonna do, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make the roll.
Great, okay.
50 Shades of Vamps.
Oh, gosh.
Another 6.
Is that 50 Shades of Red?
Yes.
50 Shades Redder?
Six succeeds.
Yes.
You did it. You
Did you get
convinced
another
him.
six?
I got another 6.
Nice.
Yay.
So you were firm with him, then you pleaded with him. She batted her eye over here. You've convinced him. He's irritated by this point of, fine,
Just do it.
just... You have a few minutes before we need to continue.
Okay.
So the guard looks behind him, motions to the driver, to allow you two to go and speak to the nobleman.
That's probably all he needs anyways. I'm being good, I promise.
All right.
What? I totally
Oh,
met
I
him before
just
he's
got
convinced.
She's like, I just got this, guys.
No,
just got it.
that's all he needs to be convinced. That's totally what I meant.
Yeah.
They're very good at their job.
So you
Of
two
convincing.
lovely ladies get into the carriage with the nobleman. As you do, he is very surprised to see both of you in there. And his first thing he says is, how did you get past my guards?
Well, honey, they let us in, clearly.
We killed them all.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
We murdered them. No!
So yeah, so we're gonna go back to the documents. We're gonna say that we have word from an important figure. We have new information that may persuade you from a decision that you are about to make.
Make a roll.
Yes, let's do that.
And you can feel free to do something as well after if you like.
Does that count as teamwork?
Or do you want to do group action? Yeah, probably group action together. So you can go ahead and roll yours, and then, take the highest.
Okay, what am I rolling? What am I rolling?
Command.
If only we had picked
Sorry, we
up
got consort.
synchronized with all these group actions we're taking.
We have done single group action so far.
I know, right?
Well, if we're going off of her numbers or mine, hers are probably better than mine.
What was the highest?
2.
4.
4 is better.
Do I
Or
hear a
is it
6?
partial?
No 6, okay.
Okay.
8. Who do we... Oh, we're not doing that?
If you get an 8 on a D6,
6. Hey,
we need to change out your dice.
who do we appreciate?
I mean...
So, anyways, going back to that. 4 was the highest. Huh?
What did we accomplish with the power of teamwork?
Well, this is from a risky position here.
Oh, great.
So, you got just a standard effect. However, he's not fully convinced. So he says, a decision I'm about to make. How would you know of such information?
Well, our patron is a very well-connected person. He has information from all sorts of sources.
He even sent a letter.
Yes, he sent a letter. and I can give them the letter.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll. And do you add anything to it?
No.
Okay. Am I just rolling consort again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6! Ha ha ha!
Nice.
I'm proud.
Yay!
Keep rolling those.
Yeah,
Nice.
right?
I'll give you
that
watermelon
up.
later.
Ah,
So you got him convinced a little bit more. However, it's still from a desperate position.
great.
So he is on the verge, though, of being convinced. So he hears you, and he sees the letter, and he reads it, and he says, "This is very convincing."
Risky or desperate?
Desperate at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure you weren't misspeaking. Enjoy your
Yeah.
experience is what I'm saying.
If it was a critical, I would have bumped it up. But, anyways, he says, "Everything you say sounds great. However, I cannot ignore this feeling that its timing is right now, when I have discovered some very important information for the king. It's very convenient. Wouldn't you say?" You can feel free to.
Yeah, I would choose.
You
my
could
words
use your
carefully.
ability if you like
yeah,
as
I
well.
was gonna say, can I use my ability to make him?
Agree.
Yeah.
You can, yeah, you can use your ability to make him see the urgency of the situation, perhaps.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll there.
2,
Yep, roll a 2.
4.
4. So, you're able to partially convince him with your ability. He seems resistant to it. You know, as if he's had some kind of, not training, but like some conditioning to your ability. You may try it again, though. Again, from desperate position.
Oh,
What'd you roll?
What just happened?
Is that 2 1s?
That was 2 1s, yes.
You guys aren't allowed to roll anymore.
Well, you put us in a desperate situation. We're
Well, that's
doing
not
our
desperate.
best.
That's beyond desperate at this point.
Oh, I'm saying we started in a desperate situation.
can I do like the take the stress and roll again?
Actually, yeah, yes. Go ahead and take 2 stress, and then roll 1 more die.
Is it roll 1 more?
Yeah. Take 2, roll 1.
Ah, okay, just push yourself.
Yeah, so you can push yourself on that.
It's not a re-roll, it's a roll an extra.
Right, so it's a 50-50
Yeah.
at this point.
Are you kidding me?
Do I get to roll?
Can she push herself
I'm getting stressed
doubly?
out anyway. Might as well take the stress.
Well, if
using
you
those.
were actually going to
Was it a 1 as well?
assist her, she can roll 1 more die.
Okay, yeah, I'm totally assisting.
She's trying to assist. You get to roll 1 more die with her assist, and that's about it. So it's
Please don't be a 1. 4. I honestly don't care what it is. It's like this is not a 1. Oh
The
my
lowest
God.
possible success, but it's a success nonetheless.
it's,
Is that enough to claw our way out of our desperate situation?
Yes, it is actually.
Oh my god. Or thank whatever
However,
deity vampires
because
pray
of
to.
this, you are extremely stressed out. You take another 2 stress. You take 2 stress as well.
All
Careful,
right.
your hair might go gray prematurely. Wait. That's them on the roof.
Yeah.
But yes, you have succeeded. And so you were able to activate your ability and issue him the command, and the command is...
I don't even remember what I was doing.
Oh dear. He's
to-
not supposed to tell them the identities.
Yes, that.
What was it?
The command is that.
Yes.
She just looks
That
into his eyes
he
and says,
completely forgot
you
what
know.
he was coming for.
"Oh, you know."
Gotcha.
It said it in the letter.
Yes.
So for him to
he
completely.
believed everything the letter said, whatever the letter did say, and
Yes. Very
he
good.
forgot why he was here.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just came for a friendly visit. That's all.
Yes.
And you see his eyes, they kind of glaze over, and then he blinks, and then all you hear him say is he looks at you and says, "Yes, mistress."
Oh, okay.
then.
So now we know her name.
That's how you know if it works or not.
Mission accomplished. Okay.
Lots of stress
So-
later.
How many experience
very
points
stressful
do I
situation
get
for
for
you
all
two.
this desperate
Question: How good is a
rolls?
vampire's hearing? How good is a vampire's hearing?
It's enhanced, yes.
Would we be able to have heard that? Yes, mistress.
No.
Okay. So I can't make fun of her for it later.
No.
How many
Right now
desperate
you're
rolls
covered
did I
in
make?
watermelon goo.
You're right. It's tasty.
Right now you're probably the one that smells.
Hey, I smell fruity. Are they fruits? They're fruits, right?
Yes.
Watermelons, yes.
Okay,
Would
so
they
I
be
do.
vegetables?
I was trying to make sure that I'm not an idiot. They have
Oh,
seeds.
like gourds.
Well,
Thing, I don't
I'm
know.
not. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Back to it.
How many desperate rolls did I make before I lose count?
You made 3,
3.
How many did she
Okay.
make?
and she made 2.
What do I
I'd have made 0.
Yeah.
what do I do with that?
Just keep a tally.
It goes into the
under
category that you used.
Yeah,
didn't it?
whatever you used on your roll.
Yeah. Just keep a tally, and when we do experience in a minute, you'll get it all added up.
Okay. There we go.
So. But yes. All right. So. With that, you two exit the carriage.
Yes.
Yep.
With
Cool.
a sigh of relief.
All right.
Quiet.
You exit the
Nice.
carriage, and of course, you hear knocking as he knocks for the driver. And he tells the driver, he actually yells at him, and he says, "Driver, what am I doing here? Who told you to bring me here to Dragomir?" And the driver goes, "Well, you did. He goes, "I did no such thing. I even have a letter here stating where we should be going right now." And then they have words, and then of course, they have to go and turn around out of the alley.
Oh, I'm sorry. This alley is quite narrow.
It's quite narrow. So the guards are confused as can be. The driver's confused, and he's a little agitated. But can't say nothing about it. And of course, they just move on their way, and they actually exit out of the city and leave the city.
Cool.
I believe that operation was accomplished.
Questionably, but accomplished.
Questionably.
Well,
You
it
came
worked.
this close to losing it, too.
It,
This close. You were one away, one tick, and then if it wasn't for that last die,
Yeah, if she'd rolled a 3 instead of a 4, we'd probably all be.
oh yeah, it would be combat.
Yeah.
Why do I hear boss music?
All right, so you guys return back to the hideout, correct?
Yeah.
I would assume so.
All right. Well, who's got the crew sheet?
Oh,
All
c'est
right.
moi.
Go ahead and check off the informant.
Chekhov?
Check off. I'm gonna make that as an NPC. His name's gonna be Chekhov.
Wasn't like he played by Anton in like the new series? It's kind of an interesting coincidence.
Informants.
So, what does informants do for you?
Plus 1 die. I'm guessing that's what D stands for.
Yeah.
Plus 1 die. Gathered info for
There you go.
scores.
So, for the future, you'll be able to get more dice for gathering information.
Cool.
So is that gathering information before?
Before you go on the operation, yeah.
Yeah, before score. So if we're not sure what to expect, we can roll to see what we
Or
get.
if you want to get more information than what's given to you,
Yeah.
if it's possible to get more, you could do it as well.
What if the mission is to gather information? Then when we roll to see how much information we gather, do we get to roll even more dice for more information?
I'm not sure that's how that works.
That's not how that works.
I know.
You might gather information about the
figured I
site
would
that the
check.
information
I know you're
is at.
calculating
I
there.
want all of the information.
You want all the experience.
Yes, that too.
That too.
I would like experience.
All right, so you guys make it back. So you did that. Congratulations on that. I'll get to the rest of that sheet here in a minute. But you arrive back at the lair. And of course, Suvernus, he's excited to see you once again. He's already heard the news. He says, "You are magnificent."
It's all thanks to the watermelons.
Thank you.
As
I
he's
tried.
looking at these two.
Oh.
And yes, you played your part as well.
Oh. You want some watermelon?
Well, we pride ourselves in doing our jobs and doing them correctly.
Well, from what I understand, it was a very close call. It could have gotten very ugly.
Where does he get
I'm
his
glad they
information?
had you on there for standby.
I mean, I did say I have a way of
Yes,
getting
I do
it.
ugly very well.
But it's a very well executed operation. You have helped us greatly. Not only am I thankful, but the informants are thankful as well. They have pledged their everlasting loyalty to me, to our cause, and they will gather us as much information as we need.
Do we get
from
to
our
add
father.
them on our friends list?
You do.
Yay!
You can just write informant. And actually, on the crew you can do it.
Oh, yeah.
The crew at the top where it says cohort, top right.
Top right, cool.
Yeah. The name would just write informant for the name, and then we'll go over that information in just a minute.
Cool.
But yes, you do gain them as an asset you guys can use, utilize. So yes, he congratulates you, and he says, "I'm certain that was a very stressful situation, and you may want to rest for the moment,
Yeah, it's pretty stressless.
especially as the sun will be coming up shortly."
We're getting stressed out. He's just chilling over there eating watermelon.
Hey, just because I drink blood to survive doesn't mean I can't enjoy the tastes.
He says, "I know it's not very much, but we do have space here with bedrolls and such for you."
Cool.
All right. So
I'll just sleep on the alchemy table.
with that, y'all basically, go ahead and enter in downtime once again.
Cool.
We'll get to that in just a moment here. But where do you go next? What are you guys gonna do? You got a couple other options, and since you went ahead and completed that one, since you completed informant, you got 2 other directions you can go to now. So that's gonna explore even more options for you guys. So how will you expand? How will the order continue to grow? Well, you have to tune in next time and continue listening as they continue these operations. And hopefully they go as well as they did tonight.
We'll see.
But we'll see.
I mean, well is relative.
Will there be more watermelon in their future?
I hope.
Will Fenton actually tear apart people? Who knows? That could happen.
I hope not.
I mean, he could wreck things.
Will Foxhawk
And people.
actually be able to blow something up?
Yes, will Foxhawk be able to actually blow something up?
Find out next time on... Blades in the... Wait, no, Fangs in the
Fangs in the dark.
I was reading off the
Everything is
sheet.
in the dark, so it could be any of those things.
It could be. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Wherever you get your podcast at. And if you're listening on YouTube, fantastic. Make sure you share all your friends.
And your grandmother?
And your grandmother, yes. Right, Fenton?
Always share with your grandmother. She loves our shows. She loves the stories. And let's face it, she needs the entertainment. You're a boring person. Just kidding. But listen to us.